Alright, this is Vegeta Eddie 259 again, reporting from sunny Florida, USA. I'm on vacation this week down here in Florida, and I stopped by a hobby shop down here, which I just happened to find, and I got my hands on the high-grade Universal Century High-Nu Gundam. So that was actually quite a surprise. I didn't expect to find it down here. But I did, and I've put it together, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a review on it. And I apologize if if I accidentally take the Gundam off screen, because I'm kind of having a hard time seeing my camera screen here. Anyway, this is a really nice model kit. For colors, you've got not many colors. You've got white, of course. You've got this really light, nice almost kind of a pastel blue color, and then you've got that nice gunmetal color that they use on most all Char's counterattacks model kits. And then he's actually got some silver plastic on his knees and his torso, wrists, and a couple other places. And I think that's about it for colors. It does have a couple stickers, like for the eyes, the forehead camera, the camera on the back of the head, this little white V right here, and I think that's about it. Although he does come with several decals, which I'll apply later after I get around to painting them. But anyway, for articulation, he's actually really nice articulation-wise as well. His head is double jointed, so it can go up and down, and it's not, I don't think it's going to be able to rotate. I think that's about as much as you're going to get, because the just the way his head is designed, it's not going to be able to rotate very well. Now the shoulders, he's got a feature that's usually only present on master grades. This little thing right here allows his shoulder to go up like so, and of course it can rotate 360. And then the shoulder armor is separate from the shoulder joint, and there's rotation below the shoulder. The elbow isn't double jointed, but it can bend about yay far. So a little bit of disappointment there, but not much. And then the wrist is on a ball joint, of course, as are many high grades, so it can rotate and wiggle a little bit. Oh, also the shoulder joint can go back and forth like that. I'll just wait and get to the backpack later. The waist joint is actually on a ball joint, so he can go forward and back a little bit, side to side, and of course rotate. For the skirt armor, originally the front skirts were one piece, but you can easily just clip those in half, and now they are two separate pieces which are on ball joints, so they can go up quite a ways and move about pretty freely. The side skirts are on a peg, so they can go up and down and rotate a little bit. The back skirts don't move at all. They're pretty much just stationary. The legs are on ball joints, and because of these really flexible front skirts, they can actually go up pretty far. And they'll only go back as far as the back skirts will let them. Unlike the elbows, the knee joints are actually double jointed, so they can bend pretty far until it hits these giant calves back here. And he's just got he's got a double jointed ankle. It's just pretty much only one joint is going to be moving though. And the foot can of course go up and down and tilt side to side a little bit, and if you're careful you can get it to rotate 360. Now for the backpack, he's got these long propellant tanks right here, which are on ball joints, so they can rotate and wiggle around a little bit. The little thrusters here weren't really meant to move. They're pretty much stationary. But this little stabilizer on his back can go up and down. And of course the pods for the fin funnels can kind of wave back and forth, almost like wings. And well, they're on a peg, but they don't really rotate very much. Now we get to what is, in my opinion, the only bad part of the kit. Take out the fin funnel, and it's actually a pretty nice, functional little fin funnel here. There's no little clear thingies to have it in like a mid-air pose, but that's okay. But other than that, it's actually a nice little fin funnel, almost pretty much like the master grade. Now here's sort of the bad part comes in. These other two fin funnels don't do that. They're just, actually, I think, one big piece of white plastic and those 4 pieces of blue plastic. So this doesn't move at all, and I was actually kind of disappointed by that. Of course, it's the same thing on the other side. So in total, you get 2 functional fin funnels and 4 that are pretty much just for show. So yeah, that's a downside, but luckily that's the only downside to the kit, I think. Now for his accessories and weapons and stuff, he's got a little mount right here that can latch onto the back of his arm, and it's got 2 pegs on it. Take his shield, which looks very nice. I like the color separation they did on it. And you can mount it on the back of his arm or on the side. So they give you a little bit of flexibility there, depending on how you want to display it. And he comes with 2, actually 4 weapons anyway. Comes with the beam rifle, which is molded in silver. No, it's molded in that gunmetal plastic, I think. Yeah. But anyways, you can see he's got a little trigger hand already connected to it. A lot of people were saying when this kit first came out that there weren't going to be any seam lines and you weren't going to have to do any painting because all the blue parts had already been on there. Well, yeah, all the blue stuff is already there, so you won't have to do any extra painting there. But most of this beam rifle is white, so you're going to have to do some painting on that unless you just want to leave it gray. And let's see. Likewise, most of the bazooka he comes with as well is also white, so you're going to have to do some painting on this as well. It's molded mostly in gunmetal, but on the bazooka the handle moves back and forth, and it actually fits in his hand pretty well. Although it won't, the bazooka won't fit in this hand. It has to fit in the hand, the trigger finger hand, like the rifle. And I think last of his accessories is his really cool, well, the hiding spot for the beam sabers is really cool in my opinion. This little part right here on the fin funnel pod opens up and reveals a little beam saber, which you can just pull out. And he comes with 2 beams, which right now are covered in sand. Comes with a short beam, which you can put on the top. And he comes with a long beam, both in clear blue. You can put 1 in each beam saber and have him wield 2, or you can put 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, and have him wield his beam saber like so. So I guess that about does it for this kit. This is a really, really nice high grade. And it's less than the high grade Sazabi, so if you come across it and you're interested and you don't feel like picking up the forking out the money for the master grade Hi-Nu Gundam, definitely try and pick this one up, because I think it's a really nice high grade. I really, really like the way they divided the pieces, like the blue and the white pieces, to do the different colors, especially in the shield, to get that nice little kind of a blocky patterned color scheme, almost like what I do on some of my model kits with paint. But yeah, definitely a really nice high grade, and definitely one you should pick up if you're interested. So that's about it for this review, and I'll see you guys next time.